Why is it important to follow your own passion? I know the word passion has been diluted a lot. It's been overused everywhere on Instagram posts, and everywhere we see the word passion can be found. And we don't usually tell people about our passion because we feel that it is not going to be taken seriously. And quite to an extent, actually, it's right that they should not take it seriously because we are not taking it seriously ourselves. Because if it were the case, then we would have taken the action. But the thing is, why is it important to pursue it? What I feel is, if you don't take an action towards that direction, every day when you work, every day when you go through life, something would feel empty within you. I know the case could be that you would be the worst person to follow your passion. You would be not talented at all, no willpower, and you might just quit. But to quit, you have to try. Without trying, you cannot quit. So, quitting is also not an option until you start. And why is it important to start? Because as I said, the feeling that you have every day, the feeling that I have felt personally, that something feels empty inside when you're not doing what you like. People say do it on the side, do it as a part time. Yeah, you should water that plant all the time, but something within you always tells that this is something that I should do all the time. You enjoy that even when it's not that fun. You want to do it more and more, you want to improve at that, but somehow somewhere you don't take the action. You're very scared, maybe don't have the time, maybe don't have the resources. Anything could be the case in that. For all of us, we feel the same way. I think we have the same struggles, at least similar struggles to say, but we don't tell each other about that because who would take that seriously? Because we don't take that action, and if we are not taking that action, no one is going to take that seriously anyway. And this is something that I have personally struggled with, and I think a lot of people out there struggle with that too as well. So how do we start taking that action? Maybe the little steps count. We don't usually, when we think of our passion, we think of the highest goals of the best people in that business, and we just think this is how I want to be and this is how it should be. But we don't quite count the steps that are basically involved in the process. And what we do is we discourage ourselves seeing that mountain top. I think the smaller steps count a lot. I know everyone says that, and sometimes it's very hard to take that step. It's very hard to understand where to take that step, but just a little bit of just a little bit of courage and a little bit of knowledge about that thing, and more of the steps, little steps, smaller steps, if we try to take them even one step at a month, we might get some results out of it, even to understand how much do we actually love the thing, right? So I think this is something that could only be pursued if you try something that you like. The feeling of emptiness inside you won't go until that. Is that you have to do it. And that is the only way I think we as people can be free of frustration, to say. Not frustration, basically, free of bitterness. Because if we don't do what we like, we turn bitter eventually after a course of time. And the action is the rudimentary step. It's a basic step, and I think we have to take it. And for those of us who are willing and trying to take the step, I'd say believe. Yes, you can.